Greetings, all you monkey wrestlers, tiger hunters, and knife enthusiasts from around the world. Welcome to Baxter's Blades. You are entering the tiger pit. Got a Rosecraft Blades review for you today. There it is. Can you see it? Tanasi Lake Teardrop. It's not really focusing. Rosecraft Traditional 017, made in China. Cool box. Everybody needs to make their boxes at least a minimum this big. Bora Bora Blue. This lighting sucks. Picked this up from Red Hills Cutlery. After I ordered it, I had seen some darker ones. Andy Armstrong had mentioned that some of these were darker than others. I emailed them and said, please pick the lightest one that you can. They said they're all dark. We picked the lightest one. I'm very happy. I wanted a beautiful, light blue. Rosebud shield and stainless steel. Stainless steel liners and bolsters, all one piece. Nickel silver pins. Threading to the bolster here. It looks okay. A little roughness inside there. Long pull. Teardrop. Swedging to it. D2 steel. Really nice blade grind. Fantastic fit and finish as usual. I'll have to grab a piece of paper. This is 3.5 inches closed. And let's do a full measurement here just to verify their measurements. Yep, 3.5 inches. Let's get this out of the way. About a little over 2 3/4 inch blade with a 2.5 inch cutting length. You have Rosecraft stamped on the front bolster there. Laser engraving, D2 steel, model number, Andy Armstrong's maker mark. Very cool knife. I've been mentioning for about a year and a half, blue bone. When are we going to see the blue bone? Apparently Andy has been listening. Got a beautiful, gorgeous, smooth blue bone. They all seem a little different. Transitions are absolutely perfect. For a teardrop, it is rounded here at the end, unlike the case, which I will compare in a second. Here is my case teardrop. Old red bone, PVD, black coated blade. Also 3.5 inches closed. You can see quite a substantial difference here. Not only is the blade stock thicker on the Rosecraft blade and the handle thicker, the blade is longer. I have a 2.5 inch blade on the case and 2 1/4 inch cutting length. So you get about 1/4 inch more on the Rosecraft. Now, got my caliper here. And oops, battery's dead. What am I going to do? I'm going to measure this and then measure this. I'll do a little comparison. It's like an 1/8 inch blade stock on the case. I guess it depends on where on the blade you go here. Let's do center. I'm not sure if that went a little bit close. It's definitely not an 1/8 inch thick. It seems to be closing. Don't even know why I bothered. Here's the difference. The blade stock thickness. Here's the difference in the handle thickness. Of course, the case does have brass liners. Maybe an eighth difference in the thickness. This feels better in the hand. This feels like a light and dainty church or wedding carry, gentleman's carry. Very cool. Teardrop, designed by Tony Bowes. You can see the case is pointier on the end cap. I think Thrifty Kniffy prefers the rounded. I kind of prefer this pointier tip. I mean, it's not so pointy where it's going to hurt you. It just looks a little odd to me, but still a very cool teardrop by Rosecraft. Really glad they brought this pattern in. Not very many teardrops out there, and I gotta say, there's not very many even Coke bottles out there. I'm glad they brought the Cane Creek into play. Maybe we can get some more Coke bottles from some of these manufacturers. But a lot of you out there really love the spear point blade. I'm indifferent. I mean, nice blade for sure. I prefer a clip point, but I do think that the spear point is more traditional for the teardrop. I want to compare a few of these blues. Here we got a case Caribbean Blue saw cut trapper. Here we got a case Caribbean Blue mini trapper. A little size comparison there. Both are 3.5 inch close. Here we have a case mini copper lock. Blues are very similar. This just being smooth in this saw cut. Let's do my Caribbean Blue saw cut Saudi, much darker. They may have some lighter ones out there. This is an older one. Let's do a case Sky Blue Trapper. Compare the blues. This is Crendel Jig. And then how about a Sky Blue Saudi? May have soaked this in mineral oil, cannot remember. Made it a little bit darker. Just trying to loosen up all the gunk in there. Some beautiful blues here, for sure. This is definitely a usable medium to hard use, I'd say, teardrop, even though it's 3.5 inches. Which makes for a great small pocket carry. It is a nice thick blade stock. Rosecraft, no blade play, smooth here. I do feel a hair stepping here. Might be able to see me rub some skin off on there. See that? Case does not even get that close. And then, of course, closed, nice and flush. Here's my Cane Creek, also 3.5 inches. Cool Coke bottle, not too small, not too large. I'd like to see them come out with a large Cane Creek, maybe 3 3/4, 3.88 inches, 4 inches in bone. Andy, if you're listening, just throwing it out there, brother. So if you have this, you can kind of get the idea how big this is. It just doesn't feel small though. For 3.5-inch knife, it feels larger than my mini trapper. Not sure why. I mean, this handle fills your hand a little bit more, being a double-bladed version. Maybe the blade length is... No, the blade lengths are about the same, but there looks like to be more of a cutting length on the Rosecraft Teardrop. Beautiful blues here. Rosecraft is absolutely killing it. They have some fantastic knives coming out. Thank you for listening, Andy, to our cries for a blue bone. I knew it was a little tricky because you only had bourbon bone, orange bone, gray bone, smoky gray, and antique mossy green. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at the detail there. I wish my ring light was better. Could have shot this outside, kind of noisy. Like I said, I emailed them and specifically said, give me your lightest one, because I wanted this beautiful Bora Bora kind of light tropical blue. Some of them may come darker, like a cobalt blue. Just got this the other day. Haven't even really carried it or used it. I'll have to carry it to work and give you guys a further review. Thank you for checking out all these blue knives. I highly recommend this King Creek, let me take this out of the way. King Creek out of the way. Highly recommend this Teardrop, the Tanasi Lake by Rosecraft. Great single blade, very sharp looking, very well put together, zero gaps, centered blades. They are $59.99, $60. I used a code. I think I got this for around 50 something dollars. Thank you for joining me. You all stay sharp, be kind, take chances. Take care.